If they draw something relevant, good for them, we still have a blocker, but it looks like opponent has nothing for us. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back. I'm Supreme Verdicts, a practicing attorney by day and a magic strategist by night. After a long day of working on the rule of law, I come home to master the laws of magic. Today, we are going to be going into the Mardu part of our kind of sealed adventure, Mardu Mobilize. We are hoping for an aggressive Mobilize tokens deck. This format has been slow, it's been grindy, it's about card draw. I would love to just demolish people. Okay. Only a couple specific Mardu cards, seeded packs, that's how it goes. Let's see, Inevitable Defeat. 4 mana instant, can't be countered. That's nice. Exile target non-land permanent, its controller loses 3 and you gain 3. That's not bad. 4 mana removal spell. Hits anything, drains them. Famekeeper's Familiar is a 3/3 snake flash. It's reminiscent of other flash snakes. Mystic Snake, those who might know. When this creature enters, choose 1, gain 3, surveil 3, destroy target enchantment, counter target creature spell. Great Arshan City we've had before. This is the one. In Mardu we would have a plains to get it in untapped, and we could exile creature cards to make 1/1 white spirit creature tokens. We only got 7 rares. We've gotten some packs with just a ridiculous amount of rares before. Nariv, Heart of the Storm. This one's cool. 4 mana, 4/5 flyer. It's one of the spirit dragons. If a creature you control that entered this turn would deal damage, it deals twice that much damage instead. So haste creatures, mobilize tokens, all end up doing a lot more work. Roar of Endless Song is a really good teamer enchantment. Make a 5/5 elephant creature token. Oh, this card's so powerful. It's just really hard on the splash. We didn't even get any good Abzan or Jeskai rares. Abzan, yeah, both of which would be a lot easier to splash. We got Teamer and Sultai, gross. Glacierwood Siege, yeah, here we go. As it enters, choose Teamer or Sultai, and cast instant or sorcery, target player mills 4, or you might play lands from your graveyard. This one's sick. 1 mana, artifact equipment, Dragonfire Blade. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has hexproof from mono-colored. Equip 4, but it costs 1 less for each color of the creature it targets. So we play this, and it's 1 mana to equip it to Nariv. Makes Nariv a 6/7 with hexproof from mono-colored. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Let's see what we got. We have, white is fairly deep, of course. Blue is shallow, of course. Black, we got 4 worthy costs in black. Oh god, I hope we have enough mobilize to back that up. 2 Dragon Praise, that's pretty good. Red is also quite shallow. That's unfortunate. So it looks like we're going to be white-black just from a precursor look, splashing for a couple of the good red cards. We have decent red cards. Green is non-existent. That's hilarious, actually. Scoured Barrens is nice. Bloodfell Caves, Windscar Crack, good fixing. Nomad Outpost, of course. We have a couple Orzhov cards that play in with this. Our Inevitable Defeat, Reigning Victor. What does this again do? It's a 3-mana Mardu, 3/3, mobilize 1. When it enters, target creature gets +1/+0 and gains indestructible. I don't know about this card. It hasn't played super well against us. We've had a couple opponents play it. I'm not sure what I think about it. Oh, beautiful. We have our Sonic Streaker. This card's crazy good. I think it's so sick. ETB flying 4/4, deal 2 to any target, gain 2 life. If a player was dealt damage, they discard a card. Teamer Monument, if we wanted to try to splash something and an Opulent Palace, I just don't know if it's worth it. We got some decent Sultai cards. Here's an Abzan card that would cost 4 mana for us to exile a permanent. So if we need extra removal, it's not bad. An Armament Dragon, which is really strong, as we've seen in our Abzan draft. Do we have an easy way to splash for the green? Not particularly. Doesn't look like it. 2 Evolving Wilds. Actually, that's not bad. Jadecast Sentinel. I like this. Ape Snake. Ape Snake's an interesting tagline. Right, let's grab just anything that's potentially playable. 4 Osseous Exhales. Okay. What is this? Storm Beacon Blade? 2 mana, +3/+0, equip 2. Okay. Whenever equipped creature attacks, draw a card if you control 3 or more attacking creatures. Okay. We gotta stack your triggers so that resolves after mobilize. We'll see. They're all middling cards, if not fine. Lands after the fact. I'm not even looking at these at this point. I feel like we'll clear out house as we go through everything. Severance we have a chance of playing. I don't think for the rest of these we do. Jeskai Monument if we need for the red-white fixing. So I think a couple of Evolving Wilds would do it for us. Then again, that is a tap land versus a 2-drop, you know. Things get difficult. Alright, let's toss these. Yeah, look at this, 48 potential playables. A lot of creatures. Decent top end. We have good removal. We have really good removal. Don't think we need either Twin Bolt. I don't think the Storm Beacon Blade's going to be great, but let's hold on to it for now, because if we do have smaller creatures, this can help push damage. Desperate Measures is interesting. I'm curious how that card goes. Salt Road Skirmish I actually really like a lot. War Effort I think can be really good if we're playing enough tokens, so we'll have to see about that. Narset's Rebuke. Yeah, the Worthy Cost and Desperate Measures and the War Effort all depends on how many tokens we're playing. I think the Storm Beacon Blade as well. The rest of these are fairly playable in all other situations. Narset's Rebuke I'm also kind of hesitant on. Let's see here. What do we have tokens wise? This requires tokens. These, that's just a double spell. That requires tokens. There we go. This makes tokens. This kind of makes a token. Those make tokens. Requires tokens. Here. Makes token. Specifically 2 or less. Permanent card with mana value 2 or less. We don't have a lot of those. Alright, we have the Unburied Rune Carver, we have 2 Bearer of Glories and a Mardu Devotee. There's nothing that we're trying to get back. That's my biggest issue with this card. In terms of these permanents, we either just haven't been drawing them, or there just hasn't been much. Notably, it plays well with like the monuments. I just don't think we're going that direction. These kind of make tokens, but not the ones that we're looking for. And that's all for Mobilize. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 Mobilize cards. Oh wait, I guess War Effort also contributes to Mobilize. So does Salt Road Skirmish. Don't think Worthy Cost is going to be as good in this deck then. It also hurts on Nariv a bit. Okay, so we have a little bit less token creators than we would have hoped. Let's go back and just kind of fill in the curve where we can. Nightblade Brigade, though, is a really strong card, I think. Yeah, Death Touch when it enters Surveil 1. We don't want both of those underfoot underdogs, I don't think. Unrooted Ancestor seems fine, but I'd rather the Hardened Tactician. Because then we can sacrifice tokens to draw cards, versus for other reasons. This is a 2-drop. Definitely cutting at least one of those, if not both of those. Desperate Measures. +1/-1 when it dies under your control. Draw 2. Don't have much card draw otherwise. At least not in the sense of actual like hard card draw. I don't think we play this. I know this, I said last time this is a card draw format. I just don't think this is good enough. It's a trick, but it's not ideal. I think War Effort is fine for now, but we might have to make other cuts. I I kind of want to get rid of these other 2 worthy costs. We have so much good removal. 4 Osseous Exhale. The question is, would you rather a worthy cost or an Osseous Exhale? The worthy cost requires another creature, but it does exile anything, which is nice. Maybe we throw in 1 worthy cost, shave an Osseous Exhale. I agree, Osseous Exhale is worse than Molten Exhale, but I still think it's a stronger card overall. And look at these dragons. I want to play dragons again. Stormbeacon Blade, I'm going back and forth on. I don't think this is going to be as good in our deck as we'd like it to. And we have the Dragonfire Blade. There's really only room for 1 equipment in these kinds of decks. Alright. Put a 1/1 counter. Draw a card. 6 mana. Can't be worth it. This is a busted card. Salt Road Pack Beast, we are a creature heavy deck. We're still at 21 creatures right now. And I know we're cutting things, but I think this is worth it. Riling Dawnbreaker is a good card. Adorned Crocodile. We are not going to ever get the graveyard value from this. I don't think a 5 mana 5/3 is worth it here. I like our Mobilize. I like Marshal of the Lost. I think it's a cool card. It's a 3/3 Death Toucher. Arishin Sunshield can be good, although we're starting to stay expensive. Get rid of Narset's Rebuke. At least one of them. Probably both. I think we're cutting the Underfoot Underdogs. Power 2 or less can't be blocked is just not as important. And I like the Flash creature more and more. It is good for getting into combat. I also don't mind Poised Practitioner, and I think I like it over the Reigning Victor, but Reigning Victor is a Mobilize card. And we're kind of sticking in with partial of this token package. Actually, I forgot this is a Mobilize card. So what if we cut the Poised Practitioner? Let's go full Mobilize a bit. Let's try it out. We'll cut the Sunshield. We have that token. Cut the Rebuke. Keep some of these removal spells. Maybe shave 1 more. Bear of Glory I think is fine. Mardu Devotee. I don't know, man. It fixes us. We have to make 7 cuts still. Rough. 7 cuts, and here I am bringing in more cards again. Do we try Desperate Measures? I think we throw in another worthy cost. I think we shave another Exhale. This is a tough one. We got a lot of good removal. I kind of want to just control the board and then drop some dragons. That's got to be a good strategy somewhere down the line, right? I know that's a good strategy, but I also think that playing a little bit aggressively will take advantage of some of these other decks that are just trying to go for soup. In which case, I'm not sure the Mardu Devotee is going to be particularly impactful. Nor do I think the Unburied Earthcarver will be. This is just value when we're lacking. A little bit more accurate to what our curve is hoping to look like. We are high on 3-drops still to a degree. Yeah, let's cut that. Cut the Devotee. Shave a worthy cost. Salt Road Skirmish I think is fine. Just destroy target creature, make 2 tokens. War Effort I really want to play with. How many Mobilize cards do we have again? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with War Effort. That might just not be worth it. Oh man. Oh man, this is harder than I think some of our other decks when it comes to cuts. Really do believe so. Yeah. Kind of a do-nothing enchantment if we don't have a creature out. Maybe we cut Kintree Severance, because it's a removal spell, but it's a little clunky. Because it's going to cost us 4 mana every time. Cut that. We have 3 more cuts to make. 3 more cuts. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Unrooted Ancestor I like because it has Flash, and it can give Indestructible to itself. Otherwise, it's fine. I also want to keep a higher creature count because we want to continuously be attacking. If I cut it, I'm cutting Worthy Cost. I just ended up cutting 2 of the Osseous Exhales. I cut Worthy Cost. Am I too high on Salt Road Skirmish? I feel like it's good. I think it's fine. I like Dragon's Prey a lot. Want to try that. 2 cards. I want to play with this card. It's my biggest issue. But it might be more appropriate in a deck that has more mobilized than what we're currently going for. I think these are the 2 cuts. And I think now we just double check that there wasn't anything that's going to help us play a little bit more of a tempo-y game plan. Just attack, remove, attack, remove. I think this is okay for those purposes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think this is the deck. This is what we're going to be looking at. Let's throw in the lands. Let's do this the right way. Great Arishan City enters tapped most of the time. Yeah, we're Orzhov splashing red, so I don't think we need that. Throw in a couple Evolving Wilds maybe? See how we go. We have, for white, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 white sources. For black, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I think we trim Evolving Wilds and then add a red source. That way we're slightly less likely to come in off curve. I think that works. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tap lands in our deck, which hurts a bit. If I were to cut this, it would say to add a white. So let's go ahead. Let's throw in 1 Evolving Wilds. It is a good card. We are splashing fairly regularly. We have some powerful 3-color cards that we want to keep in. It's an interesting deck. We didn't get to pull some of the mobilized tokens that we wanted, but we have a really strong removal suite. And we kept in some of our more powerful creatures that I think will help us really close out games. I'm excited to see how this goes. I think the overall verdict is we're going to have to get a little bit lucky with some slower opponents or with drawing the right half of our deck when we need to. But I feel like we're going to make it to the very end here. Let's dive into some games. Game 1. Now, I want to play aggressively, but I don't think that's a necessary idea. I gotta remember it's a fine hand. Keep in mind, see how it plays out. This is a card draw heavy format, meaning the game's gonna go longer than I hope. Here we have a 2-drop into a 2-drop, which isn't incredible as a start. I'd rather have a 3. Very cool if we could just top deck our Nightblade Brigade. We did not. The opponent's got 2 things up. Let's attack. Alright, nothing there. Do we go for the Dawnbreaker? I think we do. Highest upside. Great. We have Mardu fully online. Do we have any double color pimp cards? No, we don't. That's good. Keep the onslaught up. Opponent did nothing on turn 2. And plays a 3-drop. I think we just pack Beast here. Wow. Fleshcrafter, exile it to put a 1/1 counter, and then things become counters. Put a 1/1 counter. almost want to save our removal spells then for when they play something a little bit bigger. Especially now that we have 2 removal spells. On 5 mana we'll be able to cast both of them. So for now, let's just go ahead and Pack Beast. No need to remove that and continue pushing aggressively just yet. Opponent still has 6 cards in hand, and we've flooded quite a bit. Ideally, they'll use their Renew, put some counters on this one creature. Better yet, they play a Do-Nothing enchantment. Okay, going for a mill plan? Who are they milling? Us. Ah, some impactful cards there. Brutal. But that's alright. They took a turn off here, which is not going to bode well for them, because now we can just kill this. On. Oof. That does hurt, though. I think we're just going to kill it and go. Get in a little bit extra damage. Notably, hindsight's 2020, could have pumped this up, made everything just a bit bigger. Probably would have been the smarter choice. If I could go back, that's what I would do. Although then they would just trade here. At which point we could have used the Osseous. Couple of ways I could have played that. Thorak. And a Formation Breaker. Well, now we can go for that plan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could make anything trade with Thorak, but we could also just... I think we just have to kill Thorak. Attack him with the 4-3. They can draw. Next turn we'll be able to hold up to do both the pumping and the Osseous. We'll see if they tap out again. They'll likely want to put counters on the Formation Breaker. It gets bonuses for having counters. For those of you who don't remember, creatures you control with less than the power can't block, and as long as you control a creature with a counter, it gets +1/+2. They can get this up to 5 power, they'll be doing pretty good. No, just making things big. Opponent, are you gonna attack? I didn't think so. Go ahead and attack. Yeah, takes a little bit of math, doesn't it? Okay. I think here we're gonna Osseous exhale the Formation Breaker. Let them keep their Trampler. We'll lose our 4-3. Yeah. They have a lot in their graveyard, but nothing on the battlefield. 3 cards in hand, although we are empty-handed at the moment. Scary position for us to be in, and why card draw is so important. These are all effectively cards that they got to draw. They can play just one creature. Oh, gross. Tutor for any creature in their library. I think they realize that they're supposed to mill themselves. Oh, good. It's a lifelinker. Alright, can we top deck one more removal spell? We've used so many. I think if we could top deck one more removal spell, the game's in very good hands. Wow, that is brutal. I mean, it's not nothing. It's +2/+2. Yeah. We have nothing. That's really rough. They're going to put a bunch of counters onto this and attack in for a lot. Not what we wanted to draw there. Hey, hexproof. Nice, we got to protect our token. But of course they play another rare. That was the last card in their hand. It's really rough. No blocks. Ow. Oh man. Oh man, indeed. Another land. God. No attacks. Game's not going great right now, because what they're going to do, they're going to stun our Death Toucher, they're going to attack in for 10, and then develop out whatever other card they drew. No, just the land. So they're going to stun this. Oh, sorry opponent. Didn't mean to do that. There you go. Trample's unnecessary. You should stun this instead. You have your Constrictor Snake. Yeah. And now there's 3 counters out. They're still missing 1 more counter for their other thing. Yeah, double. Cool. No blocks. Yep. Oh good, a Molten Exhale. Deal 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Alright, we're just gonna concede on that one. Ay. Leave a like down below if you enjoy a little bit of a time travel moment. Whoa, how'd I get here? We do have the 3-drop that I think is probably the strongest in our deck, but we don't otherwise have an aggressive start. That being said, double removal spell should be good, especially when we have all our colors. It's hard to mulligan a hand like this. Nice, we do happen to draw a 2-drop. Love to see it. Pretty much a bear with upside. But there's nothing wrong with that in a good old game of Limited. Opponent seems to be on Jeskai. Nice, with a fairly solid 2-drop. I'm a fan of the Sunset Strike Master. I think this is a really good card. I like that red is moving into this kind of mana production direction. I think it fits the color identity to have like just less efficient mana production than green. And it has a very relevant ability of dealing 3 damage to a creature, or for 3 mana, dealing 6 damage to a creature with flying. Yeah, look at that. Already useful. Let's go ahead and go to combat. Now, the only issue here is I want to play the Nightblade Brigade, but then we're going to take 6. That's a little rough. But I don't think it's worth using removal spells on these quite yet. We'll see how things go. Maybe our Death Toucher will stop them from coming at us. We can definitely bin that land. Good surveil. Effectively a draw 1. Yeah, opponent is confirmed Jeskai. Looks like they're mono red so far, but we'll see how they go. It casts a second spell, it gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Ooh, that's pretty good. I've heard this card's pretty good. If you've seen the Jeskai video, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, there it is. Draws a card. It's insane. It's so strong. Good news. We did effectively draw something that can block it. I think we're going to attack here because we can then have Nariv to just kind of back us up a bit. And I feel like that's the best plan. Let's go ahead and play Nariv first, though. Just because the Mobilize card token they might not realize will deal an extra damage. Yeah, here they're reading it to verify what's going to occur. If they block with their Jeskai Devotee, they are going to lose it. Yeah, right, opponent thought they could beat us down, but no, we're playing aggro. Sorta, kinda. Alright, we've got a blocker for the Shrine Keeper, but they do have 4 cards in hand, notably. If we can make it through this turn... Oh, I completely forgot they have Strike Master. I didn't forget, but we don't have protection anyway. They might just pay 3 to kill Nariv, hit in with the Shrine Keeper again. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Okay. Loss of tempo on both sides there a little bit. They do nothing this turn. They do get to draw a card, which does hurt. I don't think it would have been better, though, to wait with Nariv. No matter what, the Strike Master was there, and it was going to do some damage at some point. Alright. Beat us down a little bit. Ouch. Opponent gonna discard? I doubt it. Yeah. Priority target, though, for sure is Shrine Keeper. The Narset is annoying as well. I want to attack all out, but I know that's not a good move here. Now, we do have... Actually, we don't have the mana to do both Caustic Exhale and Unrooted Ancestor. But I don't want to do this defensively. So I guess we would attack with both. That's just not good enough. I think here we're just going to have to slow things down a little bit. No attacks. Opponent can pop off if they want to with Narset and then draw a bunch of cards. But for now, we're just going to kind of give it a turn. I doubt they attack. Yeah. Unless they can get Jeskai Devotee up. In which case it's a free attack, which kind of hurts. Unrooted Ancestor isn't bad for next turn. Although we'd love to have some more mobilized capabilities. They're almost certainly going to swing with the 3/3. Yeah. They have another 3 mana spell. Maybe Narset was what we should have killed. That's okay. Ouch. That sucks. Oh man. And a Humbling Elder in order to try to... So they went with 4 spells here, with the hope of allowing Narset in order to draw them a bunch of cards. So we're going to go ahead and kill it. Opponent kind of went all in there. I don't know if that was a great plan for them. That may have ruined what was a very good turn for them overall. But still, their only relevant creature now is Strike Master. So I think we save the Salt Road Skirmish. Yeah, exactly. We're going to save Salt Road Skirmish in order to... I do want to attack here. It's crazy, isn't it? It's probably a little crazy. Next turn, they're just drawing a card. Drawing a couple of cards. Yeah, I think we keep applying pressure. This will keep back the Strike Master, though, and that's it. Zergo's Vanguard, I guess we don't mind trading. No, so we'll be taking 3, and then we'll see if they draw anything else. Let's go ahead and attack. The question is whether we play the Unrooted Ancestor or the Zergo's Vanguard. And I think that it has to be Vanguard just because it's a slightly better blocker. And there's a chance they're unable to double spell here. It really depends on what they drew. Well, the chances are they're just going to go ahead and, first things first, draw a card. Ideally tapping the Sunset Strike Master with Harmonize. But now they're thinking, which makes me think maybe they did draw something. No, there it is. That's 1 spell for the Jeskai Devotee. So we might be taking 3 again this turn. Alright. Opponent has some kind of trick. We're going to go ahead and respect it. And not block. Because clearly they want us to block the Humbling Elder, cast something that bumps, or block the Jeskai Devotee, and they'll cast something that buffs one or both of them. Wow. Ouch. And another land. Alright. Sonic Shrieker is pretty good. We're going to go ahead, cast that. We're going to kill the Sunset Strike Master. Stop our opponent from continuously being able to just beat us down. If they draw another frontline rush, I think we're dead, but I want to start applying pressure. What are the odds they top deck another relevant spell like this again? Look at that. They're on a 2-turn clock. We have really solidified our position here. We still have a removal spell in hand if they just tap out for some big monster. And that's not it. Opponent should not attack here, and likely will not attack here. Do we have the win? Salt Road Skirmish on a creature, attack in. They can block. That's 4-5 damage. Not quite. So I think here, or I guess 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Not quite. Again. No matter what, they'd be able to do that. We can pump this, notably. I think here we're just going to go play this a little safer. We'll keep up the Evolving Wilds, that way they're not sure about the Unrooted Ancestor. If they draw something relevant, good for them, we still have a blocker, but it looks like opponent has nothing for us. We've got one win on the board with our Mardu pile. Ooh, we are missing black heavily. Third land does not help us cast any of these cards, although we are on the draw, so there's a better chance of us hitting. How many black sources do we have in this deck again? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 black sources. I think this is a keep. It's a risky keep, but it is a keep. We have a 2-drop, we have a removal spell. And we have many live shots at hitting that black mana, at hitting that swamp, as well as various other cards that are powerful too. I like this map a lot. I've mentioned this, it looks very pretty. Opponent takes the mulligan on the play, which is nice to see. Looks as if they're going to be an Abzan based on that allied color land. Once again, you can tell the allied colors from the dual lands because of how peaceful it looks. Right? They're allies, Blossoming Sands, very peaceful, versus Boros, enemy color pair. We have a war-torn scene here, which I think is super cool. Is it more important for us to play our 3-drop on 3? You know what? They didn't play anything, so I think it is. I like this 2-1 first strike, but they went first. They're going to play a 3-mana, 3-3, or 1-3, or whatever, and we just won't be able to attack into it. Or they'll play nothing, and that's cool too. So is this a removal spell then? Probably. In which case, let's go ahead and I still think the Nightblade Brigade is worth it. It represents multiple bodies. It has an ETB. If they kill it, we still got the ETB. Yeah. Wow, an exile spell. Okay. Opponent is indeed playing Abzan. We'll go ahead and toss that 2-drop away. Burdened Catacombs. That's fun. I forgot these are special guest cards. Is opponent going to play something, or are they going to show us that they have removal still in hand? Wow. That is quite the card. I mean, yeah, that works. I'll trade you your rare for our rare, opponent. They did make 3/1/1s. That is very relevant. Wow. It's a good curve. It's a good curve. I'll give you that. I will give you that, opponent. Alright. Here, I think we're going to double spell so we can start blocking a little bit more profitably before we get Nariv down. It's unfortunate. They've really had us a little bit on the back foot here. Slow start, but actually mattered. Just high quality cards. Now a removal spell. Ouch. I think we got a chump. Because that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage. Yeah. It's a little bit too much. Opponent with an incredible curve out at the moment. we're going to go ahead and play Narib. We'll play out one more land. Osseous Exhale will notably gain us life for Beholding, unless they have, dear God, another removal spell. Okay, they draw a card. That's a good sign. Trigger on the stack. We're going to go ahead and exhale, Beholding a dragon. That's fine. They had removal. Do they have a protection spell too? No. Okay, so we take a little bit less damage, but we really got top deck something good here. Sonic Shrieker, for example, would be pretty decent. That's not it. Gain 1 life. Oh no! We are flooding out. Opponents hit their 5th land and then just drawn all gas. Sonic Shrieker here. That's not it, but it's something. Oh, tap land to go with the exhale. Yeah, because we have to block here, and no matter what, that's lethal. That sucks. An opponent's slow rolling us, so we're just going to go ahead and concede, and it won't let us. Great. Thanks, Wizards. You really showed us. I hope they give me the thing I want to dislike. Oh man. 2 and 1. Things are not going well. Or, excuse me, 1 and 2. Things are really not going well. Thankfully, we have yet to 0-3 this format. This hand is also medium. We've been on the draw, I think, for every game so far. Okay. Okay, our opponent has a good card, and we have nothing to do against it yet. That sucks. They'll get Traveling Botanist trigger, which whenever it becomes tapped, they can look at the top card, reveal lands, or and that effectively surveil. It's Explore, but without a 1/1 counter. It is a 2-mana, that 2/3 that says when it attacks, Explore, but it does not get 1/1 counters. No blocks. That's also a really good rare. Creatures you control get +1/+0, have trample and haste. Maybe this deck had a little bit too many, what's it called? Tap lands? I don't know. There's a chance of that. I think here I could have attacked. I don't think it's worth it. We'll see what they play. We'll probably have to Dragon's Prey it, or we can try to flash an Unrooted Ancestor. Take a trade. They're going to get another attack. I just don't think this is worth it. They're going to get a lot of value. I've kind of resigned myself. Oh my god, they're thinking about this so hard. Notably, nothing has Trample or Haste, which is nice. We'll pass. No blocks. I mean, the opponent has something at instant speed. Okay, we'll play an Unrooted Ancestor. Is this a... not a counterspell? Removal? Exhale, perhaps with a dragon in hand? Or the green exhale, actually. Now, is that a fight or a bite? I think it's a bite. It looks like that's what's about to happen here, as they are looking and realizing that we'll have Indestructible if we untap. Notably, we cannot play Narib next turn without an untapped land. There it is. At least I'm starting to learn the cards. We're getting better at the format. We're just not at a place where, maybe we didn't have a great seal pool. Maybe we're not at the place of deck building, but we're starting to learn the cards, and so we know what tricks to watch out for. Unfortunately, I feel like I have to attack here. We didn't last time. It's just, they're going to get Trample and Haste, and that's really strong. Excuse me. Alright, they let us do it. What have you got, opponent? Punish me. Oh my goodness. They're really... Oh, got something back? Yeah. Okay, and they'll get another 3/3 with Trample Haste that draws cards. Oh lord, okay. It's much stronger for them. That sucks. Ow. It's better to double spell. Unfortunately, they'll still have their 3/3 that draws them a card. So maybe Nariv would have been stronger here. I think we gotta get rid of Constrictor Sage. The issue is then they'll be able to use Constrictor Sage in order to whatchamacallit, stop Nariv from being able to be tapped down, or tap it down so they can get in another 4 in the air. And at this point we're just dying. Right? We play this and they're able to tap it down. We do this. I guess we do this first. Yeah. If we do it like this, now they play a 3/3. It's gonna have trample, so it would trade off with both of our creatures. So we have to hold it back because it draws them cards effectively. Yeah. Constrictor Sage does a stun counter specifically. Yeah. They have one more good card in hand? No, this is the Constrictor Sage that's holding priority. Hopefully. If we're down to our last cards and we have a Mythic and they have nothing, yeah, they're going for the attack. Okay, that was gutsy. I respect it from opponent, but I guess they really value the Surveil. And it looks like it's a good one. They're really thinking hard about whether or not this is the card they want to draw. They know our next play. So if they kept this, presumably we're absolutely just dead here. We can't get Pack Beast down. Unless Pack Beast draws... No, Untapped Land wouldn't do it. They know we're playing Nariv. 4 or 5... Yeah, we have to. We're kind of priced into it. There's not too many options. We're attacking just because even if they play something with Trample and Haste, if it can get past Nariv, we're kind of dead. Regardless, it's going to have Trample. That's fine. This has to have power 4 or greater. Oh, that's pretty good. We messed up. We messed up big time. They can harmonize this to put 2/1/1 counters on it. Wow. Wow. We shouldn't have attacked. Oh my god, we shouldn't have attacked. And now we're just dead next turn. Notably, it doesn't tap. That's really funny, because it has Vigilance. Thank God. Oh, that was probably one of our best top decks. Definitely attacking with those. Whatever they top deck has haste. What are the odds they also top deck a removal spell? We're gonna risk it. We need to close the game out. We're an aggressive deck. Now, in hindsight, did we need to swing out? Maybe we could have left back the 2/1. I just don't know how much that's going to do. I suppose in Teamer 5/5 really is the main color, so 2/1 here would not have helped too much. Oh. Yeah, like I said, we would have been able to soak up 4 damage. Opponent, you have it. You have the win. Just attack. Just attack. Maybe they won't attack. Maybe we can juke this out. Maybe they won't notice. Oh my god. Snowmelt Stag off the top. Frostcliff Siege cost us this game. Easily. +1/+0, Trample and Haste. Truly is ridiculous. They have something else they want to do? No, yeah, they found the line. Good game. I mean, yeah, just play the good cards. How many rares and then solid uncommons? We had a couple. No. Alright, you heard it here first, folks. Aggro does not play well in this format. You need card draw more than anything else. The removal was great. We had a solid removal suite. Dragon's Prey, Salt Road Skirmish. Actually, I really enjoyed. Just 4 mana kills something. Sorcery speed, but you know, it is how it is. We didn't get to do any. We didn't have time to do anything cute with Hardened Technician. We didn't really get to use Marshal of the Lost, although we saw it used against us really well. Inevitable Defeat was fine. It kind of sucks having a rare removal spell, especially when it's about as good as Salt Road Skirmish. Like, one exiles, one doesn't. That's pretty much the only meaningful difference. Dragonfire Blades, cool card. We did not really get to show it off too much, but on the Riv would have been cool. Sonic Shrieker did a lot of work. At Twinbra, Stormbrew did not show up when we needed it to, nor did the Riling Dawnbreaker, notably. We probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tap lands in this deck was probably a little bit too much. It did make the mana really smooth, and I think it was necessary to splash for the Zergo's Vanguards and the Molten Exhale. I don't know. Mardu just kind of wasn't it. The tokens thing didn't really go for it, and I know, shout at me in the comments if you think War Effort was worth it, if we should have had that, if everything maybe would have gone different. But I don't know. What do you think? Did I build this deck wrong? You saw the pool. We had some pretty decent cards outside of this. We had additional removal. We had the Devotee. We could have gotten more creatures onto the ground earlier. Cut some of the removal, perhaps. I just don't know if this was it. But maybe I'm just not good at this particular archetype. Maybe I don't have the mindset to build this. In any case, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Watch another video. Yeah, that one. That one right there.